Oh, hello. How are you today, dear friend? I am so glad you're here. Well, I have a question for you today. Do you ever wonder if your husband, your fiance, or your partner, do you ever wonder if he might be on the autism spectrum, but you're not really sure how you can even tell? Well, you're not alone. You're not alone. And there are clues that can help you understand him better. There really are. Well, I want you to introduce myself. My name is Olivia, and dear sister, I am your friend. I am your sister on this neurodiverse marriage journey. Yes, I am. I've been married to my autistic guy for over 25 plus years. And my heart for you, dear sister, my heart for you, dear friend, is that you feel seen, that you feel supported, that you feel understood and validated on this marriage journey. Okay? That's my heart for you. So before we dive in today, please do me a favor. Please tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. You may say, well, Olivia, why do you want me to subscribe? Well, because I share practical tips and tools um, and strategies to help you thrive in your neurodiverse marriage and your relationships, right? And it's real talk on this channel. We talk about everything from spotting autistic traits to building emotional connection to self-care, which is pretty big. It's a pretty big topic to me. But anyway, so that's why I want you to like and subscribe. Well, if you're ready to get in today's topic, so am I. Let's go. So, today's topic, how to tell if your male partner is on the spectrum. How do you tell? So let's kick it off and let's start talking about traits. So here we go. 7 common high functioning male autism traits. That's where we're going to start. Um, Licensed therapist with over 15 years of experience diagnosing high functioning autism in men. This is what they say. They say that certain patterns show up repeatedly. I can't say that word. Okay. And here are 7 of the most common traits you might notice in your guy, in your husband, in your partner, in your fiance. Okay, ready? If you have a pencil or pen, you can write it down, jot it down. You can always pause the video. Here we go. Number one, difficulty with social cues. Is that your guy? He may struggle to read facial expressions, right? Tone of voice. He just doesn't connect. He doesn't get it. Or body language. So he just has difficulty. He seems a little awkward when it comes to social situations. Yeah. Okay, number 2, literal thinking. He's a literal thinker. Sarcasm or jokes, they just fly right over his head. You're like, I cannot believe you missed that. But um he's a black and white thinker. You know, there's no gray, there's no midpoint, right? He interprets things literally. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, number 3, intense interest or hobbies. Yeah, he may focus deeply on one subject, right? Sometimes for hours or days. I mean, he's like locked into this thing, right? And you're like, okay, well, interesting. All right, let's keep going. And then number 4, challenges. He has challenges with small talk. Conversations when you're talking to him, it may seem or feel a little transactional, kind of odd or awkward, right? Unless they have a clear purpose. So, it just, small talk is not his thing. Okay. Small talk is not his thing. Let's keep going. I get my notes together here. Um, and then Number five, number five, he needs routine and predictability. That's another hard one for me. Okay. Wow. Change can be so stressful for him. It really can. It can be very upsetting. So, you know, routine and predictability, that is definitely his thing. And number six, sensitivity to sensory input. Yeah, this is a big one. Um, he might have sensitivity to noise, a lot of noise, to light, to textures, clothing, right? Different types of fabric. Um, certain foods might overwhelm him. My guy has a strong sensitivity to smell and to light. So, there's a few challenges there, but he does. And so now today I understand that this is an autistic trait. And so I don't get upset when, he used to anymore, when he used to come in and say, "Oh, it smells so bad in here." And I used to feel like it was an attack. And I would get angry and mad. I've cooked this dinner and you come in complaining. No, he was just expressing that the smell, it really overwhelmed him. And now I understand that. So I make adjustments, right? So those are the kind of things that you do for your partner on the autism spectrum. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see, where was I? Number seven, difficulty expressing emotions. This is a big one. He may struggle to verbalize feelings. Yeah. He may struggle when it comes to his feelings, how to really express them verbally. He may be great at talking about his interest, right? He can go on for years. But when it comes to his feelings, it's kind of hard for him. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't feel deeply, right? And here's a quick tip. Not every man will have all of these traits, okay? Um, but noticing patterns can help you understand him better without judgment, okay? Without judgment. Well, you know, So we've learned seven common autistic traits. Well, what do we do if we suspect that he's on the autism spectrum, right? So we've learned this. So what do we do next when we think we're pretty sure that he's on the autism spectrum? Um, and we're starting to recognize the traits. Here's my advice, backed by not just my own advice and my years and experience, but some advice backed by therapists and years of experience. I think I said that twice, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Number one, let me take a sip. Observe, dear friend. Don't diagnose. Observe. Do not diagnose. You're not a doctor. Neither am I. And I don't play one on TV. Use these traits that we just talked about as a guide to understand him better, right? Not to label him. It's not about labels. It's just to understand your partner better, your husband, your fiance, right? Number two, communicate clearly. Use simple, direct language. I cannot emphasize this enough. Communicate clearly, simple, direct, clear, concise language. Forget sarcasm, forget those hints, honey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come straight to the point. Tell them exactly what you mean what you say. Yeah. He doesn't get the sarcasm. He doesn't get the hints. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. I'm just telling you. Mhm. Okay. Number three, validate his experience, right? Um, Even if you don't fully understand him, show a little empathy. Okay. And when I changed my perspective, when I started to learn some of the traits of folks on the autism spectrum, it changed how I communicated with him. And now I see that it's overwhelming for him. He's not doing it to be mean. This is what he's dealing with. This is real for him. So, um, and that goes a long way when you empathize with them. Oh, honey, so sorry. And maybe you open the windows or, you do something else. You may cook outside if you're doing a dish that's really spicy or, all of those things. But just sharing empathy and showing empathy. Okay. Number 4, set gentle boundaries. You deserve respect and support too. So, boundaries, my dear friend, my dear sister, is a form of love. Yes, it is. Okay. And then 5, seek professional support if you need it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I absolutely believe in it. A licensed therapist can help you both navigate challenges and grow closer. It's true. And let me put a disclaimer in here. Don't just go looking for any kind of licensed therapist. You need a licensed therapist with years of experience in autism and neurodiverse marriages, right? Adult autism. You want that person who has lived and breathed um, neurodiverse relationships. Okay? Yeah, that's what you need. Okay. Oh boy. So here's some advice coming from me to you, dear friend. So, being with a high functioning autistic partner, it can definitely be confusing. It can be draining. It can be exhausting. And I can come up with 1,000 other descriptions. And at the same time, it can be good. It can be wonderful. Okay. So, here again are some ways that you can take care of you because you're going to need to. If you plan to stay with this man, huh? Yeah. Yeah. If you plan to stay with him, you're going to need these. So, number 1, practical self-care. It is so important. So important, okay? Small routines for yourself. Like what? You're like what, Olivia? Like prayer. I'm a woman of faith, and it is my grounding. And I take all of my concerns and issues to God in prayer. Um, I read the scriptures, the Bible, to get that grounding, to get comfort. Um, I read all kind of books as well. And, maybe you're a person of faith and maybe you're a Christian and maybe you like devotionals. And so I'm also want to share this 30 days devotional with you. It's called Grace in the Differences. And it's a 30-day devotional for wives in neurodiverse marriages. So I love this. I love this. And you can even go back once you go through the 30 days, you can, just go back and read it again. Just keep using the book. I'll put the link in the description if that's something you're interested in. So not only that, but meditation, right? Journaling is a way to practice self-care. Taking a walk every day, right? All of that can reset your heart, your mind, your energy. Okay. So take care of you. Take care of you. Take care of you. Number 2, join a community. And actually, if you're watching this video, you're actually kind of part of a community. And just being heard by women in similar marriages is so validating. It's so validating. I had a friend who is still a very dear friend, and just learning as we were talking and sharing with one another, finding out that our husbands, his traits and his behaviors were similar. And it was just comforting to know that I wasn't alone. And so I'm here to make sure that you don't feel alone. If you don't have that support system, that's why I'm here. Okay. So that's important. And also in my course, I'll talk about that later, there's a community with inside of the course that you can be a part of as well. Okay. And then, another way just to take care of you while you're supporting him is focus on connection, not change. You, dear friend, you cannot change him. No, ma'am. If you plan to stay with this guy, if you're in love with this man and you're going to make a life with him, just know you can't fix him, but you can learn to communicate in ways that strengthen your connection, that strengthen your relationship, that strengthens your bond. Yeah, absolutely. So focus on connection, not change. Okay, well, if you want actionable tools to improve your marriage, I want to let you know that I created the Peaceable Wife Quick Action Toolkit. Okay. Oh, nope. There it is right there. It includes conversation starters, emotional connection hacks, and conflict reduction strategies that you can start using today. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you can. I mean, literally, you can start using them today. Okay. It's not a course. It's just quick action. They're quick solutions, just practical tips and solutions that you can use to. And if you're ready and you want to go on a deeper journey, take a deeper dive, my course Frazzled to Fulfill. Building emotional connection with your autistic husband is the title, a long title for my course. But it teaches you step by step strategies to strengthen your marriage, to improve communication, to build that connection in your marriage. So if you're interested in either one of those, the Peaceable Wife Quick Action Toolkit or the course, the Frazzle to Fulfill course, my course, just click the link. I'll put them down in the description and you can check that out later. So as we get ready to kind of wrap up our chat here, um, remember that spotting traits, I want you to remember this, really remember this. It doesn't have to create stress. It doesn't. Um, it can create understanding. Now you can get stressed out if you want to, but you don't have to, okay? So what you're learning today can help you to understand him better, right? Here's what therapists say. They say works best. Number one, celebrate small wins. Yeah. When he makes an effort to connect with you, dear friend, dear sister, celebrate that. I mean, tell him, honey, I love it when you did this. You're so incredible. Acknowledge it. You know, men are men. So men love honor. They want to be honored, right? And so that's what you're doing. Um, Number two, build predictable routines. So important. Rituals, here it is. Rituals reduce his anxiety. Yeah, they do. And it builds connection. So, routines, it could be anything that you want to come up with. But it reduces his anxiety, right? And then finally, use written tools. Maybe you've never thought of this, like, you know, um, those little notes. Just leave notes, post-it notes. That's what I'm trying to say. Write him a note, clean um, bathroom today or take out trash. I'm just anything, right? Date night, don't forget Tuesday at 6 o'clock in the dining room. I don't know. I'm making something up, right? Clear, concise language, right? Simple. I'm using my tools. Um, And, as you use these tools like notes or even a shared calendar to remind him, right? And you both can look at that calendar. It just clarifies expectations between the two of you, and it does improve communication. So over time, dear friend, these small habits build trust, and they do. They really do. Emotional safety and intimacy. All of this sort of ties together. And that's what every single healthy relationship it needs. Okay. Well, today I want to remind you that you're not alone. You're not at all. Um, and with understanding and with empathy, and practical strategies, your relationship, it can grow, it can get better, it can thrive. It really can. I'm not just telling you this. It's true. I'm a witness. Even if your partner is on the spectrum, yes, yes, you can still have a wonderful relationship. Now, before I get ready to go, don't forget to please like um, this video if it's helped you to feel seen in some way, if it's helped validate what you're going through, okay? And subscribe, please, for more tips to strengthen your neurodiverse marriage. You don't want to miss not one video, okay? And remember, my toolkit, the quick action toolkit, as well as my course, it can help you start connecting in a meaningful way today. Yes, ma'am, today. Yeah. Well, the links, yeah, of course, are down in the description. And until next time, um, you know, keep growing, keep learning, and don't forget, watch a video. I never know if it's over here, over there, but check out the next video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.